Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Ford Farm. I've got good news and bad news. The good news is we've got a kind of a fresh look around the farm. The bad news is that's because the save corrupted. This is the first time that I've had this happen on FS22 that I really lost my progress. It's very frustrating. So you might be wondering what the heck I'm doing. I mean, you know that I'm bailing, but I went ahead and purchased all the fields that we had. But something happened with the way that this particular map values fields, because it cost me more to get this stuff than it did initially. And I've rebuilt this, which doesn't have any grass in it now because I have to redo that work. This is now a grass field back here. This was plowed, so we'll have to replow that. I built this, but it was only 4,000, and I built this pig area again. However, and this is the biggest frustration of the whole thing, we lost our potatoes. So that huge harvest that was like episode 2 or whatever is completely gone. Now I know I can use the easy development controls and just make potatoes happen. I also need to finish this section of grass here. Um, I know that I can just make potatoes happen, but I'm gonna try not to just do that. Instead, we're gonna turn this into a kind of a mission. So we don't need cows right away, but cows are pretty fast for us to start making money. So I think we can feed pigs just whatever. We don't have to give them pig food. We can just give them partial. So what I was thinking is they can live off of this grain. We'll finish this field. They can live off of this grain. We'll maybe chop trees or something. We'll find a way to make some money so that we can get the cow pen and we can use this baler to get us some grass bales that we will. Jeez, I'm terrible. That we will turn into. Is it ready? I was gonna say I can just drop it off right in the machine and it'll take it right over there. But so I don't have a mower yet. We need to buy a mower again. I really like that John Deere mower we were using, so I'll probably go with that again. So I'm trying not to change things. I'm trying to. Oh, we don't have our skid steer either. Oh, geez. Wow. We really lost money on this. I don't know if it was something with the field values or what, but okay. Well, at least it took that straw bale. At least I hope that's what happened to it. So we'll obviously get. Actually, maybe part of what we can get rid of is straw. We'll keep a handful of bales, but maybe we can sell a few. I don't know. We have a lot to figure out, that's for sure. But I do want to put the cows here in this spot, which is why I cut this out. Um, but since we don't have money to buy cows or pigs yet, it does feel a little bit silly that I built the pig pen already and the cow feed without buying cows. That was like, I don't know. The other thing I was thinking maybe part of where we lost our money was that I did new farm. No, I did the middle difficulty. I forget what it's called. I did that middle difficulty, and I was thinking maybe initially when I initially did it, it came with equipment that I sold. So if I sold a couple tractors and a combine or whatever, that would have been easily a few $100,000 that I got for that. So uh, I was also thinking we don't really need our grain trailer right this minute. I don't want to go further into debt for that. Okay, that's hideous. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, cool. We'll just leave it there. All right. The other thing that's really janky about the save right now is this. So I got this New Holland TR85, which we did not have a combine before, so that's a cost. This is from Tired Iron Modding, and I don't know. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I need to unzip it. You know what? That's probably the issue. Maybe I didn't unzip the file, and so I don't have the header for it. But I'm gonna try to get that for the next time we play the save. But I will go ahead and do a little bit of this harvesting for this episode. I just wanted to give you guys all the rundown, so to speak, on kind of where the save is, and I actually don't mind adding the challenge. I want to buy the 8N again and the mower. And what I might do is just go ahead and get the equipment that I want to use and just bump up the loan. Who cares, right? Just let the loan get as high as it needs to get, and then we'll spend the rest of the save kind of paying off our loan. Uh, I used to do a save on my main channel on FS19 that I called Save the Farm, and it was essentially, you know, go into debt buying a bunch of stuff so you can use the equipment, and then the game is over when you pay it all off. And I had a lot of fun with that, especially using, you know, the older equipment. I know this is janky using the wrong header, but it is the right size, right? I mean, it's essentially just skinned differently, but everything else about it functions exactly how it would. You know, I kind of like doing a save that's a little more unconventional anyways. You look over there, there's a bunch of different ways you could play this map. So there's another part of me that was like, boy, we got a new lease on life here to restart. Maybe I should have gone somewhere else, but I I don't know how you guys feel about this, but if I come up with another concept, I might do another save on this map. I really like it. It's got the size fields that I like that fits well with the vintage playstyle that I do. And honestly, I've only been on this part of the map. I haven't even driven to the rest of the map. Maybe we can do a little bit of that. I did buy the Lizard pickup truck that looks like an old Ford. Um, I know the purists among us will be like, "Why did you actually get a Ford? It's stupid to use a Lizard." But we all know it's an old F100, right? We all know that's what it is. So it looks like it. And honestly, I don't mean to talk bad about any of our modding community, but in-game mods from the in-game mod hub are always easier for me. They just are. Typically they function really well. They usually look really good, and they might have a few less options. But I rarely run into janky audio or things that just glitch through and things that don't work. But that truck, you know, I've only had it since I rebooted the series, but the truck has been great, and that's the kind of thing that I want to continue doing. Is having things from the in-game mod hub. To that point, for those of you that are following my uh, IH series on the channel, actually there was just a chisel plow that came out on the mod hub, an IH chisel plow. So I'm gonna be getting that for that series. I don't know. I mean, I guess for the most part we will use New Holland equipment when it's relevant. That's why I want to get that skid steer back. So I don't know what brand plow to use. Um, in terms of planter, I think I might go with a Kuhn. I found a Kuhn planter that seems fitting for this size farm. But my plans moving forward are field 6 here. We'll keep an arable field. I like it. It's nice size, not too big, not too small. Nice and mostly flat, except this back edge. And then that little field 5 behind the barn, I'm probably going to also plow up into arable. And then this grass field down here, I'm gonna keep a grass field. Right now it's just like, meadow. So maybe at some point we'll plant it, but I'm not gonna rush to do that. I'll probably do a few cuts of it as just a meadow and get the cow feed going. But I want to get the cow barn placed there and get some cows probably in a couple episodes. I'm not trying to be ridiculous about it at this point. I'm thinking between the 8N, the grain wagon, which I'm not going to get immediately because we can just dump the grain in the pig food silo, but mower, a few other things, uh, cow barn. I'm thinking we're probably looking at another 150,000 in debt. So we'll be about $250,000 into debt when we get rolling here. But we'll buy maybe 10 pigs, 10 cows, feed them, breed them, hopefully start making some money. Man, this thing, it just feels very good. It feels very comfortable to drive. I know it looks a little weird with the wrong header on it, but it feels good for sure. Since I don't have a grain wagon, I'm gonna have to just drive it over there. What I could have done was put this on a worker, whoa, and bought the 8N and the mower for myself. Just get it going. I think that's gonna feel just right down in that field. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's gonna feel real good down in there. Maybe we'll get a relatively small plow for this size farm. Not tiny, but smallish. Need a plow, a seeder. And the other thing I hate, gosh, I'm irritated about this too, is that because I had to restart, we're back in August. I feel like all my saves, I have to spend so much time. I very rarely advance time because setup takes a lot of effort. But eventually, I want to get to the point that we're moving through the years on these saves and not just always setting up. Is it going to work? No, it is not. Am I wrong? I thought this took green. All right, well, there goes that plan. I thought it would let me dump right in there, but incorrect. Let's just go ahead and buy a bunch of toys. Excuse me. Another thing I did was add the store purchasing, so store deliveries mod, so that I don't have to drive going, a couple mile an hour back and forth. Uh, yeah, sure. For $75, we'll do it. Okay, there's that. We'll get mower. Wait, what? 3.4 meters, and we can do blue. Forward blue or red to match the 8N. I actually think I might do this because I've been running that Batwing mower on every save. So let's do this. And then we also need our trailer, which is what started this whole fiasco. I do enjoy this, but maybe it makes more sense to do a Kill Brothers wagon. That would feel very much appropriate to this save, I think. How much does it hold? This feels like the right size for our operation. Let's go with this. Sorry about that. If you were a fan of the Orkel trailer. Okay, so... Ah, yeah, this is going to be perfect for mowing this property. Oh, look at that. Okay. Sorry I keep saying okay and but today. I just can't help myself, I guess. Oh, yeah. Maybe this field 7 will be on our wish list. Something to do later. Well, I don't know if we'll be able to get this wide with this angle is so long. I don't know if we'll be able to get this with the baler, or if we'll have to windrow it. Oh, we're close. It's going to warn us. It's going to say, you can't do that. You big dummy. Alright, let's just turn like this for now. Look at that. Look at that. We're going to spend a lot of quality time in this field. I'm going to tell you that much right now. We'll get this back up, finish the headland, and then go get our grain. We'll have 2 half-completed jobs. Just the way we like it on this channel. I haven't done any finishing the job videos with this save yet. I've been doing them with the other saves. If you like the finishing the job videos, can you please let me know? And if you say, I don't know what you're talking about, I've never clicked on one, or I think they're stupid, I don't want to do time-lapse, I want to hear you comment on your playing, that would be helpful as well. Because all I have to go off of right now are the stats, the numbers, which is fine, but sometimes, you know, people click away after 30 seconds. So, yes, it's a view, but not a very quality one. So I have to consider whether or not I want to do that. Okay, I think we're gonna go right with that right there. This is going to be so janky. We're going to get the trailer, put the grain in the trailer, then dump the grain immediately into... I think that'll work. If not, I guess we're going to have to sell it off the field. Because we don't have a silo. I thought for sure... No. If there's anything I've learned in this series so far, it's that I don't know what I think I know about this game. I mean, that's a pretty sweet look, too. Wouldn't you say? I don't want to take all my screenshots in the first, well, third episode, but I can't say I mind it either. I don't love that it's a four-wheel wagon. I tend to personally use the two-wheeled wagons, but we'll make it work. The unload rate seems pretty realistic. I mean, I'm not a farmer, but it seems pretty realistic to me. You like how I took out all that loan and I bought like 3 things and they were all pretty cheap. I'll sort that out here in a minute. Oh boy. Okay, now will you let me unload? Oat is not accepted here. Well, there we have it. That explains a lot. It's oats, and I think I was assuming it was wheat. Well, at least oats pays pretty well. We're at 60%, so we might as well fill it up before we drive it and sell it. Also, in the comments, give me some thoughts on what you think I should do with this front area. Should I leave it trees? Should I cut the trees and sell them for a little bit of quick cash? Mow around them? Just leave it? Ignore it? Let me know what you think. I saw on the loading screen they actually those are not in the farm the way they have it set up in the loading screen. It's actually a cow pen up there. So I don't want the cows that close to the road. I like them back on that little nub. It does make field 6 a little bit smaller, but I think that we're going to be happy with it in the long run. Hopefully I can sort out the header before the next episode, but if not, look forward to watching me finish. I may also just finish this field off video. I just didn't want to do too much without explaining to you all about the reboot of the save. And I will say this, if it happens again that updating a map borks my save, I'm gonna really strongly be reconsidering how much more content I want to make with a game that's gonna screw over my save all the time. But fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. There won't be a third time. And I have a feeling it was probably a mod that did it. It was probably something I updated it when I had loaded it too soon, or some, I'm sure, bizarre chain of events contributed to it. So it's not entirely the game's fault, but I'm still salty about it. And I hope that you all will be understanding. Well, thanks so much for watching. My name is Bluebelly. I play simulation games, including the wonderful and calming and relaxing, and this is very disturbing, having John Deere and New Holland together. Farming Simulator 22. Bye for now.